Right, we're here. Hello. Hello. Yesterday we had the Valentine's Day, but now it is post-Valentine's to tell oneself of things, truthfully, evidently. But hello. Welcome to the Saturday Live special. Sapper is in here. Oh dear, I think we may have to change your intro. No, the intro's fine. Sapper, the intro is fine. Hello, Herman. Hello to you. Giving you all the well wishes during these times of hardship. Nothing but bloody hardship, yes. Howdy, Zeph. Howdy, and hugs always. Hi, Lindy. Hello to you. And Harriet, it's certainly lovely to see you. Ham Shackleton, 4 degrees in Cheshire, raining. Oh, shit. It was been about 2 in Brighton today. Nothing but bloody cold. 40F, shit, that's cold. Cold. Dawn Marie, hello to you. We had Rhea in here a moment ago. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Snakespeare and the cat and the snakes. Hello, Rhea. Hello to you and your husband always. Hello. Time to lurk, no worries at all. Hello to Dave. Hello. Lovely to chat to me on Duchess Blur's live stream. Oh, I was only supervising temporarily. I was temporarily supervising. And Blacksmith, hello to you, good man. Certainly wonderful seeing our great man, Blacksmith, Betty and Steve. Hi, Betty and Steve. Hello to you both. Hello. Who appeared in Graham and Fiona's video. And poor Graham. Graham's really ailing, the poor man. He was in hospital for an suspected infection, presumably. But, I mean, I saw the video, by the way, and my heart sank. When I saw the video Graham was talking about, looking utterly exhausted in the hospital, my heart sank for Graham. It really sank. Not only did it sink for Graham, but for Fiona too. I'm not going to disclose any further after that. Yes, I couldn't agree with you more, Dave. Graham really looked well and truly poorly. No, I couldn't have seen Graham look so poorly and so ailing up to this point. But we can't say too much more because then I'm going to get bossed by mods, but for the right reasons. But yes, couldn't agree with you more on that. Topsy and Pippa, hello to you. Hello to you both. Cuddles to Pippa. We've stopped, Zeph. We've stopped. Maureen, ta-da! Hello. Yes. Healing prayers to our Graham. Wishing him well and hoping he gets out of hospital soon. Strength and healing always to our Graham. Thank you, Sapper. Thank you for your friendliness towards Blacksmith, Drea, Harriet, Lindy, Herman, Dawn Marie, Zeph, Betty, Topsy and Pippa, Ham Shackleton, and all in here. And of course, we got Maureen. Sir Lord Dandy, hello to you. Thank you, Topsy and Pippa. Thank you for your friendliness to all. Thank you. Pleasure, Harriet. Pleasure. She unable to chat for another day or so. It was because of subscriber mode. Ria, if you're lurking in the background, why you may not be able to comment on the live stream at the moment is because I had to put restrictions on my live streams in the comment section, that is, because of being trolled to excess. And because it got to the point where I was trolled to excess, I had no other choice but to implement this subscribers only mode restriction. So it was not a choice I took lightly. I'm eventually going to lower it. I mean, it's been lowered to 4 days, which is just an experiment. And so far it's gone extremely well. But at the end of this month, I'm going to review it to see whether I'm lowering the number of days one needs to be subscribed to, maybe 3 days. I'm thinking about lowering it to 3 days at the end of the month. And I think that's probably about as low as I'm ever going to go. Although I really don't know how the mods are going to bloody take to it. But you know, they only want they only just want for me to be safe. That's all, and rightly so. Monica, hello, lovely Monica. No, I really did. It broke my heart. But we need to stop, Maureen, or else we'll get bossed. So we need to stop talking about it now. But yes, life can be so cruel and unfair. Second your sentiment, but leave it at that, please. Leave it at that. You know, but an interesting, something exciting is going to be happening later today. Later today. Oh, sorry, wait a moment. Earlier today, Mother and I went to the movie theatre. We saw Bridget Jones. Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. I'm not going to spoil it. No spoilers for this one. Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. No spoilers at all. But what I can say is that it was brilliant. Unlike a lot of movies that are generally very done to death and focused revolving around action and graphic violence in a lot of newer movies released nowadays, this one, it's wholesome, and it's a wholesome movie, and it's good. It was brilliant. It's worth watching, and that's the last movie of the Bridget Jones franchise. It made a fantastic conclusion to the story and the Bridget Jones franchise overall. So it's been a brilliant movie. I'd recommend it big time. And next movie, Mother and I are going to watch in the movie theatre in September of 2025. We're very, very much aiming to see Downton Abbey, the third and final Downton Abbey movie, which is due to come out in September of 2025. But later today, you'll be in for a surprise video, which will be almost certainly uploaded by the time this is finished, the video, that is. It'll be done. It shall be uploaded by the end of just before today is over. Having a first cool day in months in Sunday. It is Sunday now, and only going to be 16 degrees. Happy as summer is ending. Yesterday, 34. Bloody hell, that's hot. That's baking hot. Very, 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 very hot. And all that, but no, that's Italy. As does I, Dave. As does I. I love Downton Abbey as well. No, Downton Abbey. Nothing can beat Downton Abbey. Nothing can beat a wholesome classic like Downton Abbey. The wholesome movies, in my opinion, Dave, are better. I don't know about you, but too many newer movies nowadays revolve around a lot of action and violence. You know, very graphic violence is what I'm speaking of. 16, that's normally about the weather we normally get for the summer here in the United Kingdom, 16, 20 odd degree heat. But sometimes we can have baking hot 30-degree heat waves at times. They are. I know, so much action. I know, Dame Maggie Smith, she died. She died. Yes. Haven't seen Upstairs, Downstairs yet, but it's something I'm going to give a big watch to. Are you kidding me? Betty and Steve, you've become great-grandparents. Are you kidding me? Congratulations. Congratulations on the birth of your great-grandchild for whenever he or she was born. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations to Betty and Steve. Congratulations to you both. Little House on the Prairie. No, I've never seen Little House on the Prairie. No, I'm afraid not. Sadly. No, no. But in a way, Dave, what's the need for an excess amount of new action movie releases? Just what's the need? Why not make more wholesome movies or more family-friendly movies or more adventure movies that don't revolve a hell of a lot of violence and all that? Why not make more of those movies as opposed to just hell of a lot revolving, repeated door of just graphic, violent action? That's something I'd always question and all that, you know. It's a baby boy. Oh, a little baby boy. Oh, how lovely. A little baby boy. I hope you don't mind me asking you. I sincerely hope you don't mind me asking, Betty and Steve, but how old is your oldest grandchild who gave birth to the baby boy? My boy is steadfast at the front door. He's doing a lot better. Oh. And sometimes you look at me as your boy, don't you, Zev? Please, my boy, be safe. I'm protective of you like a mama bear. Yes, Zev, anything you say, anything you say. Christine, hello. Hello to you. Maggie Smith was marvellous. Maggie Smith was well and truly marvellous in every way. No, congratulations. It's real congratulations to Betty and Steve's great-grandchild. Your oldest grandchild's 18. I honestly thought your grandchildren would be younger than that. Little did I realize you had an 18-year-old grandchild. 18, young. Young parenting, young. Hello to Chanson Papillon. Hello, Chanson. Hello, Chanson. Nice to see you. Welcome, Chanson, indeed. Welcome to our content, Chanson. And thank you, Harriet, for your friendliness towards Christine. Thank you. It surprises me a little, Zeph. It certainly surprises me a little, in every way. Oh, Blacksmith, thank you kindly for your friendliness towards Chanson. Thank you. You've been an admirer from afar since seeing me with Graham and Fiona. And if you don't mind me asking you, Chanson, are you a male or female? Please let me know, Chanson, to tell you something. Just to say, I hope it wasn't too much asking you this. I'm your unofficial grandson. Oh, Maureen, you're always so lovely. If I was your grandson, I'd just hug you tightly. Ah, of course I would, if I was your grandson. But thank you. Thank you for your kindness, as usual. Hi, Maria. Hello to you, my lovely. Hello and hugs always. Hello to our... Hello and hugs to our lovely Maria. Hello. Josh, you was 22. Oh, wow. Gosh, you are a young grandmother, aren't you, Betty? 22. I'm almost 24. Well, I'm 24 this year, so I'm older than Josh. I'm nearly 2 years older than Josh. My goodness. Oh, my goodness me. No, and with Steve at what, almost 69, and you at almost 62, gosh, you certainly were a young grandmother, young grandparents, I must admit. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you for assuring Chanson. No, I would never ask with poor intent. I would never question with poor intent. Hi, Christine and Clyde. Hello to you both. Cuddles to Clyde. Cuddles to Clyde. You like the recent vlog style videos? Hello, Rexy. Thank you. Thank you, recent vlog style videos. Well, there's a new one that's just come out, video-wise on my end. Stevie. Hello, lovely Stevie. Hello to yourself and your dearly loved husband. Hello, 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 as usual. And thank you, Blacksmith, for your friendliness towards Rexy. And Rexy, he deserves some endorsement. Rexy has got over 1K subscribers. So, well done, Rexy. Rexy, I am proud of you. As a friend, a long-time friend, and I've known Rexy for a very, very long time. Before I encountered any of you in here, I've known him longer than all of you. And and so, Rexy, well done. You really well and truly deserve having over 1K subscribers. You deserve it big time. And you've been always a good friend to me. And almost 10 years with our friendship that's weathered about 7, 8 years now. So getting closer to a good part of 10 years. Well done. Well done on your 1K plus subscriber milestone. Thank you, Sapper, for your endorsed support towards Rexy. Thank you. Thank you. He's only a young thing, Rexy. He's younger than I. He's one of my younger friends. To tell you something. You've been thinking about doing them yourself, though, without your face. Okay. Not to worry. Not to worry. Well, he's taller than I as he is. He's younger than I. He's a little taller than I, but younger. Hello, Chanson. You're a oh, how lovely learning so. I honestly thought you'd be a male, but you're a female. How lovely. Oh, really, Betty? Wow. Really? 22, 18, 17, 15, and 13. I really could have thought your grandchildren would be many years younger. I could have easily thought they'd be all little young children. I'm so surprised. Learning so they're all teenagers to fully grown, essentially. I'm very, very well and truly surprised, but how lovely. How lovely. How very lovely indeed. It's certainly hello to our Chanson. Oh, Sapper, thank you for your friendliness towards our Maureen. Yes, you're going to be 17. You have the same birthday as Fiona, to tell you something. Same birthday as lovely Fiona. Thank you, Stevie, for your friendliness towards Our Lady, Chanson. No backseat. Good one, Sapper. You are brilliant with your humour. Nothing to shout out about. Oh, no, not to worry. You would never have the courage for that. Oh, not to worry, Dave. YouTubing, Dave, is not for everybody. That's what I'd always tell anyone. YouTubing is not for everybody. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you. It's not for everybody. One thing I want to make explicitly clear, YouTubing is not for everybody. Sapper, for example, he only took up YouTubing just under a year ago. It will be 1 year in July, so just over half a year ago, he took up YouTubing. It was round about July for live streams, but I think overall content, I think it was about just under a year ago now, something like that. It was round about spring, summer, something like that. Past that a long time ago. Oh, then no more backseat. Yeah. Oh, and I did say to Mother that because I mean, Mother and I were eventually going to get. Mother and I were at one point. We're going to try and get another live stream done, Mother and I. One of your granddaughters, 21 this year. Oh, wow. Infection seems to be under control, but it seems to have destroyed the joint, and you'll probably need to have your finger removed. It could be a lot worse. Oh, poor you, Maureen. You're going to need a finger removed. Oh. Hello to Martin. Hello to you from Miami, England. Yes, Maria, I know. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? I hope I didn't miss anything. Dave, right. As the old saying goes, I have an excellent face for radio. That's a good one. Fantastic saying. Your son is 44, daughter's 39. Oh, wow. You were young when you had them. Both of you were young when you had your children. Wow. Just subscribe to Ham Shackleton. Jansen, YouTubing and the parasocial relationship is a fascinating subject. Para means beside, and it's YouTubers like me who put the para into parasocial in my... Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Jansen. That's extremely nice of you to have said so. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, rather stupidly, I forgot to put up a new presentation. But we've got Ham Shackleton in here and quite a few newer ones in here. So there will be some, I can show some of the old ones. Obviously, many of you have seen the old ones already, but I don't like to repeatedly show the old presentations. I like to show new ones as time goes on for what interesting things I have seen. That's the sole purpose of my live streams. And Sarah suggested I put some music in for future reference in certain presentations of mine. If I may ask, Sapper, which music would you personally suggest, in your opinion? But just some advice to take on board. Probably not the place to do it on the live. I thought I'd ask anyway. Couldn't help myself. Well. If I could, Maureen, I could just hug you tightly now. I could just really hug you tightly right now. Got big London plans for Monday. Be careful in the great big large city of Greater London. Be careful. Rexy, love the organ music. As does I. I love organ music too, Sir Lord Dandy. I love organ music too. Yes, get well soon, my lovely Harriet. George Formby, I hope I won't get copyrighted for it, Serpa. I really sincerely hope I don't get copyrighted for it. The new Great Northern and the long overdue 701s. Oh, gosh. I've not seen those ones yet, Rexy, not yet. Yes, I've got to be as quick as I can to do it, Harriet, because then I've got to represent the live. There's only so much I can do, so I really hope you realise this, Harriet. There's only so much I can do at any one given time when live streaming, just with all due respect and saying so to you. Okay. Right, got it up. Please do, Sapper, that would be fantastic. And please send it to me. If you've created a piece you're satisfied with, please do send it to me. And I would certainly quite happily test it out. Do send it to me via Discord if you so please. Thank you. Bach, Toccata, and fugue get the floorboard shaking. Realistically, there's only so much I can do, Harriet, when live streaming, but I could only do that as quickly as I could. and all that. No, no. Can we move to Fridays, your live streams? Oh, are they? Oh, okay, Sapper. Is there any reason as to why they're being moved to Fridays? Please do explain. Because I didn't realise Sunday's now no longer sufficient to do live streams. I didn't realise. Frozen Cold. Moody Blues. I've not listened to Moody Blues yet, but I'm going to listen to it. No, but don't get me wrong, Sapper. Oh, moving due to collaborations and more engagement. Oh, okay, now I understand. No, but please don't get me wrong. A Friday live stream, that would make a good end of week live stream, wouldn't it? Sapper is. I couldn't be more thankful to have Sapper in my life, Maureen. I well and truly couldn't be more thankful having Sapper's friendship. From the moment we encountered one another, though yes, we bantered about certain things, and we always banter together, but we generally banter a lot, even though we don't do so much of the general banter on a live stream, that is. He's a fantastic protector. And he's very good at giving out advice, because he alerted me, quite rightfully so, that he suggested kindly that I put some music into my presentations, and I think it's a fantastic idea. So thank you, Sapper, for the suggestion. I'm always here to watch over the little bugger. What? Have the bloody shitheads, Meg, Cole, and Harry, still left you with Lilibet? Are they gonna ever? Will they ever have a fucking clue as to what fucking parenting entails? Are they ever gonna have a fucking clue on that? Excuse the language, but I'm so fucking pissed off with Harry and Meg Cole's negligent parenting. Hello to you, Avery. Happy 35th birthday for today. Happy birthday. Got your walking stick out? Oh no. You've got mobility trouble. Oh no. Oh, I'm the bugger. Oh no. Well, I am small, so it's nearly a good way to describe me as little, because I'm a small man. Well, you already know this. And then that's when the banter came. Sorry, Tina, my apologies. You were joking. Oh, I'd assume you're older than 35. Because Nick, who's the owner of No Other Cat, he's going to be 40 at the end of the year. Yes, that's just the more you receive Sapper's humour, Stevie, the more you receive Sapper's humour, Stevie, the more you get used to it, and the more you can relate to it. I know, poor Sapper is stuck potty training Lilibet. Poor Sapper. You know. Certainly a pleasure, Sapper. It's certainly a pleasure. He really is. I well and truly agree with you, Sir Lord Dandy. Well and truly indeed. Sapper, you've got a fantastic sense of humour. I know. And I cannot thank you enough for being here for me, to support and provide advice, taking me under your wing, and providing advice, whatever advice necessary. Thank you. Thank you always, Sapper. Never could I once take my friendship with you for granted. Not one little bit could I take your friendship for granted. No. I'm making you laugh so much with my colourful language. Ash is a cute kitty like Willow, while Noah is a cute cat. I couldn't agree with you more, Tina. I certainly couldn't agree with you more. All fur babies are cute. And hi, Laurie. Hello from a blizzard in Ontario, Canada. Yes. Yes, I normally do. I have disgracefully lowered the filter. I have disgracefully lowered my filter for language, haven't I? But you can thank Sapper for it, because I think the more I've lowered my filter, the more humorous the lives have been, and all that. Oh, thank you, Harriet. Thank you. Winston is so cute. Your orange tabby. I've seen pictures of your Winston. What a handsome. He is a handsome boy. He is one handsome boy, I must say, Lottie. He's one handsome hunk of a boy. Handsome, handsome hunk, Winston. Obviously not Winston Churchill. Yes, I'm going to show something quite interesting. An interesting picture, if I can get it up. A lovely picture I want to show. Oh, I want to show this to all of you. It's a pleasure. Yes, I'm going to get it up. Oh, have you got to go? Ta-ta for now, Topsy and Pippa. Ta-ta for now. Hi, Hailey. No worries about being late. You're just in time to see something lovely and interesting. This here is a picture of my Daphne when she was a little kitten. It was my little kitten Daphne back then, before growing up, before she grew up into the beautiful, big, beautiful Maine Coon cat that she is now. Thank you, Christine. That was Daphne before we got her as a kitten. But she was still too young for us to get her at this point. But the owner of Daphne, the owner of Daphne's mother, she's friends with my mother. The owner of Daphne's parents is friends with my mother. I have a cutie. That's your grandmother's name, Daphne. Really, Dave? How interesting. My grandmother knows a lady called Daphne, a little old lady who's in her 80s. You know, she's in her 80s now, but she knows a little old lady called Daphne who married a Dutch man. Daphne Tenhove is her name. Last time I heard about from Annabelle when she did a community postage, Dave, she may have suspected pneumonia, but she's been very unwell. Poor lady. Brain Rot Animations. Hello to you, Brain Rot. Hello. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a negro? A tree grow, I think, on that fact of the matter. No, this is my Daphne. That's my Daphne. Sir Lord Dandy, I've not thought about using a green screen. I really haven't. You know, I mean, I like originality, but green screen is certainly not a bad idea. She is, yes, Daphne. She's 4 now, Lottie. I do take videos of Daphne. Oh, do you, Ham Shackleton? Oh, how lovely. How lovely. You have a photo of them both tucked up together in under a blanket. Oh. Don't ever have her here live. Oh, did Dave say it was his grandmother's birthday? I forgot. I didn't see. Dave? Oh, Dave, did you say say it was your grandmother's birthday? Oh, your grandmother's 99 tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday to your grandmother. 100 next year. Oh, 99 is fantastic age. We've got an actor who's going to be, to tell you something, Dave, there's a famous actor in December of this year. He's going to be 100 and astonish you as it might. No, 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 no. Dave is not going to be 99, Tina. His grandmother's going to be 99, but easy mistake to make. Thank you, Christine. We've got an actor who's going to be 100 on the 13th of December of 2025. Astonish one as it might. And you can have a guess who this actor is. Before he took up acting, he tried to enlist in the United States Army during the latter years of World War II. You know? Yes, you guessed the actor, Harriet. It's Dick Van Dyke. Yes. I mean, he is going to be 100 on the 13th of December, 2025. Yes, it's Dick Van Dyke, you know. Yes, 100 years, Dick Van Dyke. You'll be very lucky to reach that age. Foxy knows why. Yes, I know. I tragically know why. Poor you, Ham Shackleton. You are so right. Her fur babies can heal ourselves from so many traumas. True, right. And from what I was going through when we got Daphne, a critically low point in my life, it was a critically low point in my life. I'm happy we got her at this point. June 2021, at what was one of my lowest points in my life, especially at the time of my 20th birthday, because I'm 24 this year now, as you all know. And and actually, can I tell you something, Maureen? It was Daphne who led me to David Scott, because when we got Daphne, I've been taking videos of Daphne since she was a kitten. So she's been on she's starred on the internet since she was a little kitten. She's been off and on in the internet since she was a kitten. Same with Nixie too. And because of the Daphne the cat videos, that was how I found out about David. Because David, he viewed the Daphne the cat videos, and then we just got connected to one another. We bonded, got connected, and then it was 3.5 weeks after I first heard from David, we met, and we got talking. I recommended YouTubing to him, and then he recommended Tinker's Park event to me. And given how I was feeling at the time, I was not so sure. But I was like, well, I mean, given how I was feeling at the time when I first met David, at what was a critically low point in my life, as you know. I mean, but having Daphne was not the only answer to overcoming the crippled sadness I was going through at the time. And all that. When he recommended Tinker's Park, I didn't know anything about it, but I wasn't so sure or certain at this point. But I thought about it, but I never chucked out the advice or the recommendation. But near to the time, I decided to go and give it a try to see what it was like. When I went, I thought I was in a storybook. No, I was really well and truly thought I was living in a storybook, given the sight of Tinker's Park the moment I walked into the showground. And I was so impressed with my experience there and the result. I decided I was going to go back again for whenever I could. which I did in 2022. And I've been going to Tinker's Park ever since 2021, off and on. And then it was about a week or so later, it was the Tenterden Bus Rally event. And so the next week, it was the Tenterden Bus Rally event after the Tinker's Park. And I thought, that's what I've got to do now, to go to another event. I've done this event, now it's time to go to the other. And since then, the event tending, it didn't happen straight away, but over time, I just felt a tremendous weight lifted off of my shoulders. And Tenterden Bus Rally, it was from a website again, David sent to me. David sent the website link to me, and and going to these events have really proved instrumentally useful in both overcoming the loss of my wonderful late grandfather Edmund, which is going to be 5 years on the 18th of February, which is going to be quite a hard day, unfortunately, and also overcoming sadness from other troubles I was dealing with, which happened sometime after the loss of my grandfather. There were other troubles. I had other troubles I was dealing with, so which actually pushed me to the brink. Dealing with the loss already, it pushed me to the brink where it broke me mentally. It broke me. I mean, I'm a grown man. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's from what I was dealing with. No, it broke off, and the fourth thing that I was dealing with, and all that. I mean, trouble-wise, it broke me for months. It broke me for months and really upset me severely. Some days, I mean, I had very few good days for months before I met David. I had very few good days and fewer happy days. And there were just some days where I just didn't take any pleasure in life. I lost pleasure in life. It actually got to that point where I lost pleasure in life, to the point where I had more bad days, fewer good days, and fewer days of happiness. It wasn't just, I mean, I didn't, there were 4 things I was dealing with, 4 troubling things I was dealing with at the time, in a period of a year, which for a mere 20, or not even 20 at the time when it happened, I mean, that's a lot to deal with. So I'm really thankful I've got Daphne and Nixie in my life, because Daphne was what led me to David, and then David led me to something that really has proved instrumentally useful in renewing my interest and enjoyment in life, and overcoming loss and overcoming sadness, a crippled sadness, to the point where it led me to a critically low point in my life. So Daphne, and giving your points there, which I agree with, I can really thank Daphne, because she really did, really did help me. He really did heal my soul from trouble. Daphne, and particularly David, it's proved huge. It's really proved huge. So you're right in every way, Maureen. I had a lot to say on that. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. I don't know where I'd be now had I not met David. Had I not met David, or had we not got Daphne, I don't know where I'd be now today. I think I'd probably be in a very dark path now. You find not as much joy in things, you miss us so. Oh, Lordy. I'm fine now. Your dog's gets you up every single morning. I know, one thing enough. One troubling thing to deal with is bad enough. But 4, it can push you to the brink, especially if you're of younger age or older age. It really can. Organ music. Toccata. I haven't got toccata, unfortunately, Sir Lord Dandy. You're eating. Oh, it's all right. No trouble at all. No trouble at all. My favourite name for a girl. I like the name Finvola. Finvola, I like that name. His grandfather unfortunately died, Monica. His grandfather unfortunately died. So, no, but I think Zappa said his grandfather was 1912. No, he'd be 113 if he was still alive. Bella is too much of a cow to be a star, full stop. I'm not surprised. I'm puppy young. Oh, thank you. That's a nice thing to say. Nice compliment. But I don't really relate to a lot of younger men my age. I really don't relate to a lot. You know, I mean, a lot of my friends are older than I, but I'm happy with it. David's older than me. David's much older than me, but I'm not going to say how old he is because, David said it's actually very personal to him. So, and he actually doesn't want me to say how old he is. I'm allowed to say he's older than me, but I'm not allowed to say how old he is. Oh my goodness, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? I'm back now. I mean, it's my internet. My internet just went through a freeze, but I'm here. Am I here now? No, I'm back now. There was just an internet freeze. It's back now. Okay, it's back now. Put a 1 if you can hear me okay. And if you can see and hear me okay, put a 1. Thank you, Hailey. Thank you, Zev, Christine, Maria. Thank you, but I'm missing something. Glad I'm in a better place now. As am I too. As am I too, Christine. As am I too, Christine. The two Christines. Christine Prince, Christine Suckup. Yeah, no, but it's certainly something I agree with you, Chanson. Totally agree with you. I don't know how the hell the freeze happened. It was just an internet freeze, but it's back now. But I'm trying to get back to a comment that I saw. I'm happy learning that your grandmother is very much looking forward to her telegram from His Majesty the King. I mean, what would really be good is if His Majesty the King. What would really be good is if His Majesty the King took more responsibility and more action towards stupid Harry's negligent parenting and just him and Meg's stupidity. If he took more responsibility on that, that would be a first. No, I've not gone to jail. No, I've not gone to jail. And there's another thing I need to see what Shappa said, but I missed. It was regarding a name. What am I missing? I'm trying to... Oh, there we are, found it. I'll tell you how it's spelt, Sapper. There we are. Spelt it for you. Frogman. No, I've spelt Finvola for you. I've spelt... Your grandfather turned 100. Your grandfather turned 100. I couldn't agree with you more, Dave. I certainly couldn't agree with you more. Jacket, sour cream, chives. Oh, that. I'm going to show another good picture, if I can. This was a portrait, a 2021 portrait, featuring my Daphne. Finvola is the name of a famous was the name of a famous actor's mother, to tell you something, Sapper. I think it's an old-fashioned name, Finvola. It's an old-fashioned lady's name, Finvola. This here, Daphne's 2021 portrait. Here. Sometime after birth. I think Daphne must have been about 5 or 6 weeks old back then, something like that. So she was quite a young thing. She was a little thing by then. Couldn't join the live stream because you have a cold. Hello, Josh. Oh, no. You've got a cold. Oh, poor you. Is there some Persian? I don't think so. She's got some short hair. Her father was Maine Coon, but her mother was a white short hair. Yes, I mean, her father was Maine Coon, but her mother was a short hair, to tell you something. But really does look very Maine Coon, doesn't she? That was Daphne. Daphne with her litter mates. Well, her sisters, her litter mates before they went to new homes. That's Daphne, and and then those are girls. All were girls. She's one of 3 girls, Daphne is, but her sisters, they all went to other homes. Deborah, hello to you, my lovely Deborah. Hello and hugs to you always. Oh, but poor Deborah. Poor Deborah, unfortunately, cannot make dolls anymore. I don't know how on earth that happened, but poor Deborah, very sadly, cannot make dolls anymore. Despite the fact of her having an affinity for men with my face shape, and it may make some of you laugh, because some of you have not heard this yet, but I know most of you have. Deborah, she was watching one of my live streams, and she was saying, I'm figuring out how I can make a doll with your shaped face. That was quite funny, but a nice compliment in a way. I was like, oh, I must say, Deborah has certainly got an affinity towards men with my face shape and all that. I mean, I don't think I could have ever met, you know, I don't think I could have ever met anybody who's had an affinity towards men with my face shape and all that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Blacksmith and Harriet, for your friendliness towards Deborah. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't agree with you more, Christine. I certainly couldn't agree with you more. No, but I love Deborah. I love her very dearly. Biscuit was half Siamese. Her mum was a pure breed that got out one day, and Dad just happened to be walking past at the right moment. You used to breed Balinese cats until you found you was allergic to them. Oh my goodness. Poor you, you've got cat allergy towards Balinese cats. Poor you. Poor you, Deborah. Poor you. Thank you, Sapper. Thank you for your friendliness towards Deborah. But one of the nicest things Deborah said towards me when I was live streaming one day, she said to me, I view you as a grandson. I've only got one grandson and I love him to bits. And I was like, really? You're allergic to any cat? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, poor you, Deborah. Poor you. You are off to this Somerset Young Farmers show in the morning, so we'll be leaving the chat shortly. Do have fun event attending, Blacksmith. Do have a nice time event attending. Ta-ta for now, good man, Blacksmith. Ta-ta for now. Sapper and Sir Lord Jim, that would be a conversation you would like to be part of. You had to take a cat to the garage as it wasn't converting. You saw my video outing. Thank you. Oh, happy learning so, Josh. Happy learning so. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you. Right, what's the next thing I was going to show? Oh, are you? How lovely, Josh. How interesting. This here is one of Daphne's portraits. A 2021 Daphne portrait. The spring is coming quick. No doubt you'll be walking up to the noise of the cars back in the fields, the joys of country life. Miss the city, though, much at times. Charlie Clark, hello to you. Hello. You have a great surprise in your live tomorrow. It's going to be viral. I'm looking forward to seeing it, Sapper. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing it. Oh, but this portrait of Daphne here. Oh. Oh, nothing could beat a portrait like this of Daphne here. This was Daphne sometime after we got her. It was about a month or so. It was about a month or two after we got Daphne. And, oh, this pose of her there. when she was just a mere young kitten. A young kitten constantly wanting company at this point, which was why we got Nixie, because Daphne just wanted company all the time. We could only give her so much, and we were like, "You want company all the time, don't you, Daphne?" And that was when we got Nixie. That was when we got our Nixie. Cuteness overload. I couldn't agree with you more, Christine. Yes, Daphne is adorable. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you. You've been doing some research that are quite. Yes, this is true. This is only as truth has things, Dave. It's only as truth has things, big time, 100%. It's only as truth has things. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Thank you. Love the huge yes. Some information for me about Big Ben. Okay, go ahead, Shah. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. No, I know that. I actually know that, Josh. No, I know that already. So, you are telling the truth there, speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Couldn't agree with you more, Maria. Couldn't agree with you more. And some of you are yet to see some of my latest presentations. I'm going to show some of my presentations. To those of you who have not seen it as of yet, I'm going to show it now. Okay, let's show one now. If you were to visit somewhere quite interesting or have a nice little peep around in this very, very, very enchanted and extremely interesting museum, well, Seafood Museum, Martello Tower number 74, this I could recommend 100%. I could recommend this museum to anybody and all people of all kinds, tourists who are visiting the United Kingdom from their foreign home country, if they're on holiday over to England and the United Kingdom, especially if they're going to Seafood Museum. I could recommend it to tourists, and I could even recommend it to friends, certainly family, and also to all couples alike. Honestly, it is the place. It's certainly the place for families to go and have a nice look around to Seafood Museum with very good decent price entry prices, and certainly a good price if you want to have an annually held membership there at Seafood Museum itself. But as some of you may already be aware, on Sunday of the 2nd of February of 2025, my bestie David Scott and we happily went to visit the Seafood Museum itself. Small things as David and I may well be, at 5'4.5" and 5'8" and 11 stone of weight, respectively, it did not stop us from taking the risk in going to the Seafood Museum itself. But Seafood Museum, the history it has, the Seafood Museum, namely it's namely maritime related, and maritime related museums are as interesting as any museum could get. All museums are interesting. History, maritime, transport, or organ museums, which I'm yet to do, but I'm hoping to do it sometime this year as part of 2025, make things happen. Seafood Museum, it represents the history of seafood and also lots of older history, from like showing old shop exhibits and also showing the old computers and cameras or older merchandise is on display at the Seafood Museum itself at large and all the rest of it. Enchanted place to go to, and certainly would I recommend it to anybody. I mean, it was thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyable, my experiences at the Seafood Museum itself. Indeed, is it the place to go to, and for when I start going on dates, which I do harder as it is to make friends nowadays, in a few bits and pieces, but fortunately not in every aspect of life, for when I start going on dates in the future, years to come, or for whenever it happens, whoever my date may well be, romantic date that is, I would certainly take her to the Seafood Museum itself, because it's definitely a nice place to chill out to and have a look around with couples. If you're a couple, or if you're in a dating, romantic connection of a relationship, it is certainly the place for it, or certainly the place to take your date, or spousal companions. Or companions of all types, Seafood Museum. I would say that for any museum, but Seafood Museum in particular. No. But Seafood Museum, oh my goodness. I would certainly recommend it big time indeed. Representing all the history from seafood over the years to what it's like presently now. But may I thank each and every one of you for taking the time in listening to this very uh representation regarding the Seafood Museum itself. And I'm almost definitely and certainly going to visit Seafood Museum in the future months to come over the course of 2025. Ta-ta for now. Thank you for listening. There's another one that you're yet to see, but not seen as of yet. But I am now happily going to show it, but I'm just looking as to where it is. Okay. Where could it be? Oh, there. Now, as one can see here, this is a little presentation featuring Tinker's Park to show what it's like. Tinker's Park, the enchantment of Tinker's Park, is a steam rally event, or as I'd so like to describe it, a vintage and steam rally event. Or a steam fair, as some of you would so like to describe it. And would I say it's worth going to? It most certainly is. It is worth going to for all people of all nationality, no matter what their background. I would recommend it to all holidaymakers internationally, Tinker's Park, for whenever it's on. The only thing with Tinker's Park is that it doesn't happen regularly. It only happens over certain periods of times annually, with one batch taking place in either the very early June or the final weekend of May, before the half-term school holiday is over, and another in August and one on the final weekend of September. As one could see, Tinker's Park has got a miniature railway, a narrow gauge railway, vintage vehicles, steam traction engines, steam vehicles, and the organs. Well worth the visit. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Tinker's Park itself. Tinker's Park is worth going to, Christine. If it wasn't for David, I never would have gone. I never would have gone had he not recommended it to me. Cute little train is riding it. You can ride it. You can ride the narrow gauge railway in Tinker's Park, Laurie, just to confirm to you. As does I. I love the old telephones. Mother would not let me have one, unfortunately, Dave. No, Mother would not let me have one, sadly. Annoying as it is, annoyingly, I wouldn't be allowed to have one. And whoever my girl might be in the future, I doubt she'd let me have one. But I wish I did. Don't worry about a thing, Sapper. Your roast, getting your roast done is quite obviously of important priority to yourself and Juves right now. No worries at all. Certainly no worries at all. And let's show something funny now.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
My name is Jeff.
Honestly, nothing could be as funny as this.
Gordon's alive?
And another funny thing I'm definitely going to show now.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
My name is Jeff.
Oh. The link. Oh, what link did you send, Sapper? What was it you just sent? Are you talking about the software link, or is it something else? As I don't know which link you were referring to. Please do explain, if you so please. Honestly, I love making those spoofs. I really do. Oh, the software link. Yes, I'm going to get it up right now. I'm just looking for it now. Okay. Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. Software link. Okay. Right, got it now. Got it. Got it. There you are. Oh, shit. Sit up straight and not shit about and everything. Excuse the language. Oh, no. I've really disgracefully lowered my filter, haven't I? God. And I've become more unfiltered. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Another presentation time. If you were to visit a museum as enchanted as this museum, well, I would certainly recommend it big time. Amberley Museum is certainly the place to go. It's all thanks to my good friend Jonathan Clements for introducing me to the Amberley Museum itself, and because of him, well, I first went in September of 2024, and I recently went again on Sunday of the 9th of February 2025, and intend to do so certainly when on weekends, or certain weekends when there are no events going ahead. I'm certainly aiming to go sometimes on some weekends during the latterly autumn and winter times of the year, because it still gives something to do when there are no railways and events going on. I'm talking preserved steam miniature or standard gauge railways, that is. But in this case, Amberley Museum, the history it represents with the old telephones or a lot of old stuff it might represent and all the rest of things, it is just phenomenally enchanted. Some of the best history representations I have ever personally seen. It's just about as good as Seaford Museum is, Amberley Museum, in my opinion. And am I going to go again? Well, I certainly am, especially since recently signing up for membership at Amberley Museum. Annual membership, that is. Well, what I'm going to do is pay once annually for membership, and because of that, I intend to keep going however often I can for whenever chance allows, certainly on certain weekends where I have not got an event to go to, provided I do not have important circumstances, family circumstances, that is, because family circumstances come first and foremost. But that's beside the point, even though it is vitally important. But regarding this representation being Amberley Museum itself, would I recommend this museum? I most certainly would. And like I said, comparably to, or as I do so say, comparably to how I view the Seafood Museum itself, for whenever I start having romantic dates in the future, I will certainly be taking my romantic date to Amberley Museum if she so wanted to go. Indeed, I would. And if we, say, moved out of home, for example, and we were living together, or whatever romantic date I was living with, this will probably be a long time yet in the future. I would advise, if she liked Amberley Museum, if she personally liked it, I would definitely recommend she'd sign up for membership, and we would probably both go with you taking advantage of the memberships, if she so wanted to do so, that is. But it's obviously very likely that whoever I'm in relationship with is going to have a very, very vastly different interest to what I'm going to have. But that's okay. But Amberley Museum, it is definitely the place for me, and I would recommend it to not only just all of you, for those of you up and down the length and breadth of the United Kingdom, but I would certainly recommend it to my friends domestically, and of course, or people recommend it to other friends, to those who I know, and to my to families, and of course, to couples. I would certainly recommend Amberley Museum too. Quite the wonderful place. Thank you all most sincerely for taking the time in listening to this very Amberley Museum presentation. Amberley Museum, you roll, and here we go for Amberley Museum 2025 events for when they get started up come the latterly part of spring of 2025. Amberley Museum, I just love it so much. I'm going to look up the museum in Dudley, Sir Lord Dandy, but the only thing is I need to know how to get there by train. That's the thing. But unfortunately, everybody, we're going to wrap things up now. We're going to wrap things up in a minute. Can I thank you all most sincerely, kindly for taking part in tuning into this very live stream of mine? And we've got a late nighter for this month, but late nighters, this one, I think that's going to be the only late nighter. I think this one's going to be the only late nighter. Take care, Ham Shackleton. Ta-ta for now. I think this is going to be the next live stream, the late nighter. I think it's going to be the only one, only late nighter that is. Pleasure always. I'm afraid not, Harriet. No. But the late night is going to last longer than 1 hour, 20 minutes. Much, much longer. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, and may good wishes be bring you great expectations of happiness.